today I finish a journey. A journey that started for you guys about 2 years ago with me, but for me, a lifetime. Before we get into the review, obviously you guys saw the name on the video and everything, and that's what you clicked on, so I really appreciate that. But I came to a realization about last week. So you guys know, last week Friday, if you follow my videos, I reviewed Kakarot, the video game. And I came to a realization that literally that was like the last Dragon Ball game that I was interested in playing until Budokai Tenkaichi 4 comes out. But also, I've been reviewing the movies for you guys in the specials. And I've hit every single American dub special. Obviously, I think there's like 2 other ones that are out there that I haven't seen. I'm not including those in there. But also in that, I've seen every episode. I've owned every episode. I've been reading the manga with you guys, so we're waiting for that to be released. And I'm missing one Dragon Stars figure, which I am currently on the hunt for. But this is an end to constant content for me of Dragon Ball. And I've been kind of tackling that, honestly, for the last 2 weeks, because it took me a week to record Kakarot's review. And this is shocking for me. This is something that's been in my life since I was 7, and I was over at my great aunt's house with my cousin, and he was playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. And I think either in the same day or like within the same week, I remember I got stung by a bee for the first time and having to sit in that house with them watching Goku fight Frieza. And I got really interested in that show and everything since then. And it really became a part of me. It was something that, I had the same issue with superheroes and stuff like that, where I didn't care about anime, but I just cared about Dragon Ball. And it was like something that I loved. I had to get every game. I had to get the toys when I was a kid too, and I unfortunately got rid of them and then got the Dragon Stars going and everything, but I had to know everything about Dragon Ball. And then GT came out, and I loved GT. Mind you, I was a kid. And then my parents bought me the entire Fusion Saga VHS, and then the Saiyan Saga, and the Kid Buu Saga. I never saw anything except for the one fight that I watched in the Frieza Saga, and it wasn't when Goku was Super Saiyan, it was when he was trying to make a Spirit Bomb. Never heard of the Androids or Cell Saga outside of the video games. Nothing like that. So then, during a breakup period, about 6 years ago, I decided to go full bore back into Dragon Ball. So I ended up buying the orange bricks, the blue bricks, and the green bricks, and then the volumes for Super. I also decided to buy all the movies. This was before I was really getting into YouTube too, so I was just watching them on my own time. That's why I've never reviewed them. If you guys want me to make reviews, comment below and I will. But I got full bore into that, watched the entire series in order. And I actually did like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, then Dragon Ball GT, even though GT technically doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, and then I had a coworker recommend reviewing all the Dragon Ball movies, and I was like, I actually own them all, so I might as well. And that was 2 years ago. or a year and a half or whatever, and I just never thought I'd get to this point. And it's crazy. So today we're talking about A Hero's Legacy. I saved this one for the end because it's the latest in the timeline, even if it, again, doesn't count. And I feel like it is a great send-off, or would be a great send-off to the series. And I was right. This actually mixes things from Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT. Obviously, Super doesn't exist, but my headcanon, there is a nod to Super in it, even though there isn't. And I just thought it was great. So it's 100 years after the events of GT. So Pan's like 110. She's the last survivor of all of Dragon Ball. And she's raising her grandson, who's named Goku Jr. Goku Jr. is a lot like her father instead of her grandfather. He doesn't like to fight. He just wants to be... He's like Goten meets Gohan. Where Goten liked to fight, Gohan didn't. And where Gohan likes to study, Goten didn't. So that's how Goku Jr. is. He just wants to be a kid. But Pan's training him. He's getting bullied at school by this kid named Puck and a bunch of his friends and stuff like that. And he's miserably failing at training with Pan. So when Goku gets home and kind of admits that Puck stole something from him and is bullying him, instead of Pan like defending him, she's like, you need to like stand up for yourself. You need to get dirty and fight. Even if you lose, it's fine. And during that fight, she has a heart attack. She goes to the hospital and thinks she's going to die. And so does Goku. So he remembers a story that she told him about finding a Dragon Ball and how the Dragon Ball can bring back a wish. Remember how it's Dragon Ball, not Dragon Balls. So he decides that he's going to go and find this Dragon Ball and wish for her to be okay. So he starts walking, and Puck and his gang shows up and starts threatening him. And he shows a little bit of spark of his Saiyan blood and scares Puck's friends and makes Puck realize that there's more to Goku than meets the eye. So as he's walking, a semi-guy pulls up and says that he'll give him a ride. He finds out that Goku has all this food, so he steals all Goku's food and leaves him to rot. Goku continues walking and runs into Puck again. Puck decides that he's going to help out Goku and be his friend. So they start traveling together after Puck steals a bunch of food from a convenience store. They start like kind of bonding, make a fire and everything, and wolves show up. As the wolves are attacking people, Goku shows a little more Saiyan spark again and jumps to the top of a tree. And some woman that looks like she could be related to Bulma shows up. Scares off the wolves and treats them to a nice meal and housing. Turns out that this woman's not related to Bulma. She's a demon. She has two other demons with her, and they're planning to eat Goku and Puck, who escape and make it to a bridge. Puck crosses the bridge, but Goku's afraid of heights, so he starts crossing it, and the bridge breaks. Puck goes to save him, and they both fall, and Puck is assumed dead. While Goku's mourning, a baby bear shows up who is being attacked by one of the demons. Goku begins to run away and then realizes he's got to do the right thing, so he turns around, shows a little bit more of that same potential, and beats the demon and saves the bear, wrapping his legs and everything. And then makes friends with the Papa Bear, and they start headed to Goku's old house to where he thinks the Dragon Ball is. Once they get close enough, the demons show up again. Goku tries to run away, and then their king shows up. The bear starts fighting the king and everything, while Goku and the baby bear try to escape. Once Goku has enough, he actually finally turns Super Saiyan and beats the demon pretty quickly. But then he knocks himself out and doesn't realize that he did it. So him and the bears go up to Goku's old house and he starts exploring and he finds the 4-star Dragon Ball. At that, he puts it down and prays that Pan is okay and that Puck can come back to life. He realizes it's not working and throws it in front of Goku, Grandpa Goku, the original Goku. The Goku that we followed through hundreds of episodes and movies and everything like that. And Goku explains to him you need all 7 Dragon Balls. And they have this really nice moment of meeting each other and explaining everything and that Goku Jr. has potential and stuff like that. And he looks up and Pan's okay and so is Puck. Goku explains to him that he needs to be confident and has all this potential and he could be just like his grandpa or great-great-grandpa. And that is how we end the Dragon Ball saga. Even if GT isn't canon anymore, I feel like A Hero's Legacy can be canon. It's a great epilogue of the entire series and just shows that it's peaceful in the future without Goku, even though we still need a Goku out there. And I thought it was just great. The characters were good. I liked how Goku Jr. was kind of like his own person, and I felt like Puck filled a really good Krillin role, and I really liked the cub too. It was adorable. And just, I think my favorite part in this was definitely the moment of the 2 Gokus meeting. It was like a good send-off and just everything like that. So I am definitely going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. My only complaint is it's too short. I wish we spent more time with Goku Jr. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you do want me to review each Dragon Ball saga, I will. Just let me know in the comments below. I'm probably not going to rewatch the whole thing because I gotta get back to rewatching Pokemon for you guys. But I will sum up from my memory of everything. So yeah, have an amazing day. And it's That Nerd Ryan, signing off.